we are dry right now. I'm going to tell you both today and tomorrow, you may want to throw the umbrella just in the back seat of the car. It's going to be one of those days where you could pick up a spotty shower come noon and through the afternoon. Just like Alona was saying, fog is not that bad. You could run into some patchy fog from Pearland into Friendswood this morning. So I'm continuing to monitor some low clouds, but not as thick as yesterday. I know that fog was really thick. This morning, live look at the radar. Again, we are dry right now. This is going to change though. You are going to see the chance for an isolated shower today and then again for tomorrow. Take a look at your hour by hour planner. See the even though we have clouds and the chance for an isolated shower, we are still pushing close to 80 degrees later this afternoon. It is still going to be mild, muggy, no need for the jacket today. We are going to see sweater weather jacket return for the weekend. Let me show you our future track. So I'll get you prepared here for today. 10:30 this morning. Here's that isolated shower, light green, really, really light activity. Jen, this rolls right into our noon hours as well. Just enough sometimes to kind of slick and dampen the roadways, and that can be a big nuisance for drivers, and that can happen throughout the day today.
Well, especially they haven't had some practice.
Listen, mango, I love, I actually saw a couple people on Instagram yesterday from 97.9 try that, and you know what? They had good reviews.
Oh, okay.
They did, so I don't know. I'll try it. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta try it once, right?
Anything to wake you up, I guess.
Exactly.
I love Dunkin', but the donuts, of course.
Cheetah will try it. She'll bring it back. She'll give us a review, and then we'll really know.
I do love mango. I like anything tropical.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, today going to pass. Here it is. This is what we're going to be looking for come tomorrow. Watch how we see some prefrontal showers. And then as this moves through, it is Saturday and into Sunday that's when we're going to see a nice little cold snap. So temperatures are going to be falling to the 50s here locally, 40s in Dallas. Take a look at Amarillo, 20s by Saturday. So a nice punch of some colder air is on the way. We just have to let that cold front pass. It's going to be late Friday, maybe even into early Saturday. So again, producing some showers. We are seeing some showers in North Texas, big portion of Oklahoma there. That stays mainly to our north. Today we could see a few prefrontal showers. So think streamer showers, really light activity. If you do see anything, I'd say about a 30% chance of that isolated shower today. As far as your accumulations go, it'll be about a trace to maybe a few hundredths of an inch, and that really should be about it. Also, different than yesterday, not as much fog out there. Visibility is much better. With that being said, patchy fog. So maybe some lower cloud ceilings at times down to 7 miles at IH, Pearland at 8 miles. That's not enough fog to really slow you down, but I'm going to continue to check on this. I know after yesterday, you're like, what's going on out there? Notice camera shots, very different. Notice how you can see the nice view of the Med Center this morning. There's the Gulf Freeway, Conroe looking great. And finally, the Galleria, not so socked in here for today. So your hour by hour planner, really, really light. I want you to think of the showers today as nuisance-like showers. High temperatures are building to 79. What's interesting, today our record high is 79. Yesterday, we actually tied the record at 81. So even though we're in the upper 70s, I want you to keep in mind it's still record challenging temperatures. We're well above average for this time of the year. Notice an isolated shower too, pausing our future track at 10:30. There's your timestamp, 10:30 this morning. So if you're out and about, a little spotty shower to a little sprinkle, that should be about it. Even at lunchtime today, about the same. If you're on carpool duty, see how light this is, that light green on our future track? That's indicating like a trace to a few hundredths of an inch. But then again, you may have to use the windshield wipers just a couple times. Let's get into tomorrow. Tomorrow will be our best rain chance. Some of these showers could kick in early. It looks pretty light, especially through your early afternoon. 5 o'clock, maybe an isolated thunderstorm. Notice from Bryan, College Station, Brenham, northwest side into Huntsville. We'll be watching that. And then a nice little line pushes through, maybe between about midnight to 2 a.m. I'm not expecting severe weather, but maybe a quarter to a half inch of rain, not out of the question. That cold front should clear, but because it's starting to linger into early Saturday, Jen, I have put about a 20% chance even for a few showers on Saturday. So we'll be watching for the rain, especially for tomorrow. On over to you.
Okay. Today, yes. Still some patches of it out there, right, Cheetah?
It's still some patches, exact patchy fog for you. Otherwise, visibility is a whole lot better. Look at all of our live cameras this morning. I love it. So over the Med Center this morning, this is over Herman Park from Hotel Zaza. Here's the Galleria. Hialeah, Conroe, Veterans Memorial Park, and the Gulf Freeway heading into downtown. So all of our cameras looking good, a whole lot better than yesterday. I'm going to take you down to street level, closer into Spring Branch. Truscott Drive, 71 for you, Orwana Road, 71. So 70s. It is a mild, muggy start. You are going to the upper 70s. The reason there's not a big temperature spread, it's because of the clouds. Do you see how for your Thursday, cloudy skies will take you right through your afternoon. So temperatures building this afternoon to 79. Our record today is 79, set in 1957. So it is warm, it is humid. Now you see that spotty shower. You have a 30% chance today of an isolated shower. You have a higher chance, a 50% chance for your Friday. Not only scattered showers, but even a few developing thunderstorms. I think an isolated thunderstorm could have the components of some gusty wind, hail, frequent lightning. Not everyone will see that. We're under a level 1 threat as far as that SPC outlook. But Jen, you know, a few spots enough to dampen those roadways, and you know how that goes.
Yeah, I do. Slipping and sliding.
Yes, out there. Temperature-wise, it's still going to be warm, still on the humid side, upper 70s. So 79 this afternoon is actually record challenging. Record today is 79. Notice how rain chances are higher for Friday. That's the timing of our cold front. And see this temperature swing tomorrow, 80. By Saturday, you'll spend the entire day in the 50s. Most of the rain moves out, but I'll leave that lingering 20% chance. Area of low pressure with the trailing cold front starting to move into Texas. Most of the showers will stay north of us. I would say a streamer shower today will be possible. Live look at the radar right now. We are dry. I'd say come around lunchtime, mid-morning through maybe mid-afternoon. That's when we will see about a 30% chance of a few showers. I'm not expecting overall a severe weather threat for Friday. Storm Prediction Center did release their outlook. We're under a level 1, but I say late Friday afternoon, so tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, we could see an isolated thunderstorm that maybe has some gusty winds, potentially hail. So not for everyone. I think a better chance would actually be areas north and east of the city. So think San Jacinto, Polk County, possibly tomorrow evening. But let me show you on our future track. So timing of this today, an isolated shower right during carpool pickup. You know that, midday through your mid-afternoon. 3 o'clock, this is more like a trace to a few hundredths of an inch. Now I'll get you into Friday. Remember, tomorrow is the timing of our cold front. A few showers will be possible for the morning commute and into your midday. But watch the timeline from 4 o'clock in the afternoon, even a few thunderstorms potentially developing. And then it's primarily into the evening hours. This is approaching midnight Friday into Saturday. This is when the cold front passes. It's more into those early Saturday morning hours, and then that's it. A few showers possible, I think, early Saturday, but by midday Saturday should see some nice clearing. Let's talk about the colder air. It begins on Saturday, and then there's the punch for Sunday. Chevron Houston Marathon Sunday morning, mid-40s, feels like maybe low 40s, not as breezy as last year. I think the breezy conditions actually fall on Saturday, but temperatures around the corner into the low 50s. By lunchtime, you're up to 57. So I would say layers. Is that layer that you can take off and maybe just ditch along the way if you start to warm up after a few miles? I think that may be your best bet for your Sunday morning. Otherwise, high temperatures build to 62. So today, 79, that's still record challenging, a 30% chance for a shower. You want to be overly prepared, grab the umbrella, maybe throw it in the back of the car today, and then you'll already be prepared for tomorrow. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of lightly scattered showers for the day, but once you get past 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that will be your best chance to pick up an isolated thunderstorm. Most of the rain is out on Saturday, but I'd say a 20% chance, especially that first portion of the day, not out of the question. And then check it out. That's about average for this time of the year. Not bad, not bad. Finally, Jacob Alona, sweater weather will return this weekend, and it lasts for a little bit through next week. On over to you.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes. All right,
what a difference. I know, not as foggy, but boy, visibility is a whole lot better out there. Live look over Herman Park, very different story compared to yesterday. Conroe and Montgomery County, you are looking great. Now, right now, I'm going to zoom in closer into Spring Branch. Are you waking up in Spring Branch? Maybe close to Timber Oaks. Take a look here. Truscott Drive at 71. This is down to street level thanks to our neighborhood weather network. But 70s, you are already in the 70s for your Thursday. This afternoon, you're going to 79. Our record today is 79, so we're still tracking record challenging temperatures. Also, you may notice on your hour-by-hour planner, you see the chance for a few showers. That starts today. I would grab the umbrella first thing, even though it's going to be really light, only a 30% chance for a few showers today. You'll be prepared today and for tomorrow, a 50% chance for some of these showers and thunderstorms for your Friday, and that's all thanks to a cold front. Take a look. Saturday, big temperature swing. Jacob Alona, more on that in just a little bit.
Man, what a change.
Right?
All right, Cheetah, thank you very much.
Folks do have a while to wait, don't they, Jen?
We
How's
have
that?
4 wrecks on the board.
Are dry right now, but take a look what's already moving into North Texas. This is our area of low pressure and cold front that will not only bring showers, but even a few thunderstorms tomorrow. Today, you are dry right now. The morning commute is dry, but an isolated shower, especially mid-morning through your mid-afternoon, will be possible today. Today, we could see some streamer showers. So I'm pausing this around 3:30 this afternoon. Notice how light this is, that light green on our future track indicating maybe a trace to a few hundredths of an inch. This is not enough to cancel any practices or games for kiddos after school today, but let me show you when the best chance for showers and even thunderstorms will be. It's tomorrow, 10:30 for your Friday, maybe a few showers popping up on the board. This is going to be a good time tomorrow to have that umbrella on standby. 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, still not a washout by any means, but an isolated shower to maybe an isolated thunderstorm possible for the afternoon and evening. Now, this is approaching midnight on Friday. This is the actual cold front that will have colder air behind it. This will also be around our best chance to see a few thunderstorms. So an isolated thunderstorm in the afternoon tomorrow is possible, but I think right when we get into the late evening hours Friday, around midnight, that's when we could see a line of thunderstorms. Still not severe. The best chance for severe weather will be well east into Louisiana. We are under a level 1 threat. What that means from the Storm Prediction Center, a level 1 out of 5. Okay, an isolated thunderstorm could have some gusty wind, maybe some hail, and I think that is the most that we will squeeze out of these thunderstorms right now. But I'm watching this carefully. If this changes, we of course will let you know. We'll send a push alert to your phone. So it's a good time to have the KHOU 11 app on. So it's not going to impact your morning commute, but we are already under cloudy skies. What the clouds do overnight traps the heating. Clouds act like a blanket. So you're already in the 70s. 70s, that's more like a summer pattern. Come on, January, % chance. And then check it out, 79, even though I'm tracking clouds and the chance for a shower, we're record challenging today. Today is our record of 79. Tomorrow we're pushing to 80 ahead of the cold front. Once it clears, there's the cold snap, high temperature Saturday in the 50s, Sunday 60s, but let's focus in on Sunday. Sunday is the Chevron Houston Marathon. If you're running, you're like, yeah, I know. You've been probably watching the weather very carefully. 40s in the morning, feels like temperatures down to 42, but it is a quick turn by 10 a.m. to the 50s, so you may want that layer. Now, if you're not participating, avoid downtown through Memorial, road closures galore, okay? Sunday morning, it gets messy out there. Pollen, your tree and your mold spores, not bad, but it's a slight increase from yesterday. So keep that in mind, especially with the north wind on Saturday. That can really increase the seed. Look at this cool air. It lasts through a big part of next week. All right, we'll see you right after the break.
Change on us because you've been warning us that today might be the time when it changes.
Yeah, grab the best chance for some showers and thunderstorms arrive tomorrow, but you'll already be prepared. Live look outside, just like Jen said, wow, big improvements with our visibility. We do have cloudy skies in place, and those clouds have trapped the warmth. So you are waking up to the 70s, and it's going to stay like that pretty much throughout the day. Live look at the radar. We are dry right now. Now, by midday today, that's when I think we could see a few streamer showers. This is ahead of our cold front. This cold front starting to move into North Texas right now. This is what will be on the move here locally by Friday evening, and that's what's going to give us some cool air for the weekend. Here's a look at your hour by when we could see a few spotty showers. Think more like a trace to a few hundredths of an inch. So really, really light spotty showers today. Tomorrow, that's when we see the chance for a few thunderstorms, mainly afternoon, evening hours Friday. See these temperatures 79, 80, and then hello, cool air for the weekend. More on that coming up in a little bit. Back to you guys.
All right, Cheetah, thank you.
Anyway, good morning, guys. Cloudy skies this morning. No fog. That is something to celebrate today. So hopefully that will not impact your morning commute. No fog today. We do have cloudy skies, and we could squeeze a few showers out of those clouds. So live look at the radar right now. We are dry, but I'm telling you now, grab the umbrella because today you have a 30% chance for a few showers. Tomorrow that increases to a 50% chance, all thanks to this cold front. So notice the rain from North Texas into Oklahoma right now. This is the front that will be on the move, and that is what's going to sweep through late Friday into Saturday. But let's talk about today. For your Thursday, we are under cloudy skies. Clouds act like a blanket. That's why we are waking up in the 70s. I mean 70s. That is more of a spring to almost summer-like pattern. By lunchtime, a spotty shower possible. I have a 30% chance today. Accumulations about a trace to a fine. Record challenging. Our record from 1957 is 79. So even though I'm telling you we have clouds, maybe the chance for a few showers, it's still going to be really warm and muggy. Tomorrow, our severe weather threat is a level 1 out of 5. Basically, what you need to know, an isolated thunderstorm will be capable of having the components of maybe some gusty winds and some hail. Not for everyone. I think everyone will pick up a few showers, but an isolated thunderstorm, especially later Friday, almost getting into that midnight hour, will have the chance to be on the stronger side. Today, now, this is the 30% chance for a shower. Really, really light. So if you want to grab the umbrella this morning, you will be prepared, which is always nice. By Friday morning, this is a snapshot at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Scattered showers start to pop up, but notice not anything really severe. Even throughout the day tomorrow, this is very lightly scattered showers. I'm going to fast forward though to midnight. Okay, we're rounding the corner into Saturday. That's midnight. Notice some of these thunderstorms, especially from Huntsville into Livingston, San Jacinto, Polk County. This sweeps through pretty quickly. But I think from midnight to about 2 a.m. getting into Saturday morning, that's when we could see maybe an isolated stronger thunderstorm. Once that cold front clears, boy, it's a quick turnaround to some colder air Saturday. 20s in Amarillo, 40s in Dallas. Here locally, we split the difference on Saturday, but then it's Sunday that we have the 40s here. Chevron Houston Marathon, you start off in the 40s. By 10 a.m., you're in the low 50s. So I've been saying maybe a long sleeve to start. The good news is the winds will be pretty breezy on Saturday, but then they're out of here in time for the Chevron Houston Marathon. So that is good news for our run of the week. We stay finally average, so sweaters and jackets will finally be needed in fog right now. We are going to see the chance for a few showers today. A 30% chance here for your Thursday. That increases to a 50% chance for your Friday. So maybe grab the umbrella, throw it in the back of the car. You'll be on the safe side. Much colder for the weekend and next week, guys. I'll send it back to you.